boy Apostle. Let's get into the mess of the mess, and we got Messy Blog episode 6, y'all. So I ain't put what was in the title yet. I'm trying to get this done. But let's get down to the mess, y'all, and let's get into it. And first, that would be the eclipse. Let's give a congratulations to the rap group Clipse. The Clipse, they actually became the first rap group or rappers to ever be invited to the Vatican to perform, and they ended up doing their thing. They had a it was a concert called the One for the World concert that the Vatican is doing. This is the first concert they actually have done, and they invited a whole bunch of A-list musicians. They came out to perform. I know Pharrell ended up performing their I want to say Italian opera singer. I can't remember his name. Performed, but there was a lot of people who ended up performing over. I want to say this happened over the weekend. Actually, congratulations to the Clipse. So the Clipse for them for getting a chance to do something that a lot of people don't get to do. Congratulations to y'all. Let's move on to the next. Let's get into Tamara. Let's get into Tamara Mary. So yeah. So she want to share a post about this Charles Kirk death after the shooting. And she posted, only the demonized celebrate the dead. Girl, shut up. Like, really? I said, what are you talking about? Demonized. So what are you? So I said, I said, for this type of statement that you just put out, girl, you saying only the demonized celebrate the dead. I said, so what do you say about the Mexican culture? Because they in their culture they celebrate the dead. That's exactly what they celebrate the dead. So what are you, like, this blunt statement of yours, Tamara, does not really works, and you need to be a little bit more clear for me, because I said ain't nobody demonizing this man at all. I said they're actually giving their opinion on his point of view when he was alive. And his point of view was even against you, your skin tone, everything. So I'm a little confused there. But you're gonna keep doing you. I said, yeah, you turning I love the sisters, but I said, yeah, you need to keep your political or whatever type of opinion on this one. You should have just kept quiet. But let me know how y'all feel about it, because I said this was a little bit it's hard to speak on because I don't want to say the wrong thing to her, because I said you didn't have to say anything like this, because this is a broad stroke that could mean a lot of different things in a lot of different ways. But good luck on this. Hope you don't get ran through the mud. But you do you, boo. Let's move on to the next. Let's get into so we got Memphis. So the Memphis mayor, excuse me, ended up clarifying that he was not happy about Donald Trump bringing the National Guard down to his city. He said he has no control in that. He's just the mayor of Memphis. He said, bringing the National Guard down here doesn't really help us, but it's nothing that I can do about it. And I'm like, yeah. I said, yeah, Donald Trump doing a lot. He's doing a lot. And he's doing way too much. And it's like, yeah, you going to Memphis. And you didn't already went to Chicago. But he gonna keep doing what he do. I said it's a mess that you have to come out and read and clarify that I didn't say nothing to this man. It's like, it's not the right step to do. He said he is happy that law enforcement, local and state, is there to help. But he said the National Guard, we don't need them. I said, and that's the money that is spent to call the National Guard. It's too much. It's like you don't need the National Guard. That's not what they for. But he think he's doing something for the country, and he's really not. He's just making it worse, and it's gonna be a harder role for not just the people, but the leaders that gotta come next to clean up. But let me know how y'all feel about it. Let's move on to the next. Let's get into um Snowman himself, Jeezy. So let's give a congratulations to Jeezy. He actually ended up doing a little press conference or whatever on his live and stuff, letting them know that he has a Vegas residency and he gonna have a orchestra band, full orchestra. Congratulations to him. He been going around doing this full orchestra and everything where he dressed to the nine. He dressed to the nine, suits everything. He said you're not allowed to come in there in no gym shoes, none of that. It's an elegant event. And good for him. Like he's bringing back the nostalgia of the old way of how people used to go. When you step out, you go into clubs and party and stuff. You actually really dressed up. So good for him. Good for him. And congratulations on your residency in Vegas. Let's move on to the next. Let's get into it was fashion week this past week, and it was all fashion. It was all fashion show in New York, and we had the girls come through. We had Mary J, Sierra. I forget I said the lady next to Sierra. I forget her name, and we had the WNBA mascot for I forget the name of this NBA team that this mascot is for, and I should know it because I see them all the time. But they was all at this fashion week, all dressed to the nine, and baby doing their thing. I said, looking fabulous. I said, good for them. I said, fashion week actually came quick this year. But let me know how y'all feel about their outfits and stuff in there. Mary looked good as always. You gotta have them thigh high boots on. Sierra, she looked decent. She looked decent. You know. But the mascot stole the show. The WNBA mascot stole that show. But let's get into the last thing I got up, and that is former housewife of Potomac star. Oh God, what is this girl name? It just Mia Thornton. So Miss Mia Thornton announced to us that she is divorced. Finally. I said, girl, good for you. Good for you. You happy. You then hooked up with Bobby Valentino. You look good. You look happy with him. Happy for now. How long that's gonna last, we don't know. You go through men fast. I don't know. This one may last for a minute. Who knows? But congratulations to her. Is we gonna see her back on the small screen again? We will. We will. Which housewife show will she be on? The world will only know. We'll find out sooner or later. But let me know how y'all feel about all the things that I talked about today. And I get back at y'all later. It's your boy Paul. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe, and join the channel. And I get back at y'all.